see? I've got too many things going on at the same time. I've got too many things going on at the same time. I've got Duncan Trussell in me fucking ear. That's in the wrong spot. Duncan Trussell in me fucking ear. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. I now appreciate the effort it takes to be a woman. All the effort they have to go through. Because in 2020, I was wearing makeup, and by golly, that's fucking annoying. To have to put on makeup? I mean, you don't have to. In fact, I've said that multiple times. I've conveyed that information to people. To very specific women in my life. Hey, I love you anyway, mate. I love you. I love you, my love. You don't need makeup. In our culture being so fucking twisted has just fucked the mind of so many people. It's impossible for a man, in some cases it's impossible for a man to tell a woman and for her to believe him that she's beautiful without makeup, because of the sickness of our fucking society. A beautiful woman who could walk around with no makeup on whatsoever and still turn heads has her mind so arrested by the darkness of the Leviathan that they can't believe that they're pretty without painting their face. So weird. But now I'm like growing my hair out, kinda. I remember throughout my life, I was watching women with their hair, doing stuff with their hair. I grew up with 3 sisters. Like all the stuff you do to your hair to make it do stuff. It's a lot of effort. It really is. Every time you see a woman and she with her hair did, you fucking comment on it. You say, I like it. Even if you don't like it, you say, I like it. Well, I don't know. If you want to be honest, totally honest, like, just don't say anything. But then when she does something really nice, say, yes, I like your hair. Do it all the time. Because women change their hair a lot. Because they're artists. They're always doing the artsy thing. Which means they should probably get the fuck out of politics, don't you think? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This one, I've been thinking about my bud. The first one that pops up. I don't know how this is gonna go. I really don't. No idea. Okay. there's Adam Egget. So first of all, who is Norm Macdonald? Pause for the cause. Who is he? I like referring to people who have passed away in the present tense, because their soul and spirit lives on. Their contributions to humanity are still living and breathing. Norm Mac. I'm sure there are things that I'm going to learn. Here. Norm Macdonald. That is an unflattering picture. 2016? I think that... Who's doing this? That is not a flattering picture. That might be intentional. That might be... I mean, he wouldn't give a shit. Was born 1959. Died in 2021 while I was in jail. Yep, died while I was in Newton County, Missouri jail. And I didn't find out about it until I went to my sister's house and I watched Dave Chappelle's, at that point, his most recent special. At that point. Or one of his most recent specials on Netflix. And he, at the end of it, he dedicated it to Norm Macdonald. And I was like, what the fuck? Norm died? And I almost started crying. My fucking eyes teared up. I was like, no, why? Why is Satan taking everything? Why is the Lord of Death taking everything right now? Everything. What? Who let death out of the fucking bottle? She's from Canada. His style was characterized by deadpan delivery, eccentric understatement, and the use of folksy, old-fashioned turns of phrase. I would say that's a good characterization. He appeared in numerous films and was a frequent guest on late-night talk shows, where some of his best, most memorable work transpired, like the moth joke, like being the last comedian on David Letterman before David Letterman retired. All around, I nominate him for sainthood. And I'm going to get into it. His entire philosophy. And I'm going to give you a surprise, a lingering, mysterious, Illuminati surprise at the end. Because I have a lot of confidence in a rather spurious speculation about him that is not public knowledge. In fact, let me make sure it's not on here. Anglophone teachers, Netflix, career, comedy clubs, Ottawa, network television, Pat Sajak show, lot, Saturday Night Live. Some of his best work. Pointed out the facts in the comedic fashion, the jester's privilege fashion, the fact that O.J. Simpson got away with murder. Right in front of everybody. Murder is now legal in the state of California. He left because this cunt... Ooh, does he have a picture? I bet he doesn't. Yeah, he wouldn't. He's a fucking vampire. He sleeps in a coffin, I bet. I don't even know the guy. I don't even know what he looks like. Oldmeyer. SNL, Oldmeyer, Holy fucking shit. Leaving Saturday Night Live has its own fucking... Why don't you just give it its own page, guys? If you're gonna fucking fight about it. Jesus Christ. Pussies. We all know the truth. Stop being little bitches, Olmeyer, you fucking faggot. We all know what happened. It's obvious what happened. It's obvious to any thinking mind that what happened was a really clever, very talented comedian pissed off a really powerful TV executive and was fired. You don't need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fucking paragraphs. Years later, he came to the conclusion that Olmeyer had not removed him from update for his Simpson material. Rather, he felt he was removed because he was seen as insubordinate. I think the whole show was tired of me not taking bull fucking horseshit. You people are out of your... You people, yes. You people. You fucking people are out of your fucking minds. Sorry. Get over it. Okay. Starring role. Public career. NormMacdonald. For 3 years, he did and this is it with Adam Egget, right? Does Adam Egget get his own? Adam Egget doesn't get a fucking Wikipedia page? Adam Egget needs a Wikipedia page, if only to be linked directly to Norm Macdonald, and that's it. To 2022. Something's wrong with my fucking ear. Roseanne. Yeah, he knew Roseanne. He's everywhere. He's fucking in the business. I was on the TV. And the whole fucking time. The whole thing. He kept the divine energy of saying and telling everyone this is all a fucking joke. Everything. You fucking people. This whole fucking thing. Just enjoy it. Because it is fucking hilarious. Enjoy this. Right now. Right here in front of you. For it is a gift from God. He's a Christian. Very outspoken Christian. Very positively minded Christian with a foul mouth, yes. He criticized atheists. Richard Dawkins. Just always like, you fucking idiot. Like, he wouldn't, like, he was too nice. Way nicer than me in terms of mannerisms. But I'll say it. Richard Dawkins is a stupid fucking faggot. An old British nigger. That's what he is. I don't give a fuck. Richard, you fucking queer. Anybody who's an atheist, any fucking person who, with their eyes beaming into this fucking world, looks around and thinks that it's an accident, should suffer an accident. I'll give you something to cry about. Now, what's an accident? Tell me what's an accident. Tell me what is not intentional. Tell me the difference between something that is not supposed to happen and something that ought to happen and is happening. Tell me the difference. I'll give you something to cry about. Posthumously released. Okay, influences and views on comedy. Okay, so what? Okay, so what my personal I have a personal speculation that I'm very confident is true. I'm very confident, and there's no way for me to confirm it at all, unless it's on the internet. So he had religious views as a Christian, discussed theology and his personal beliefs publicly. MacDonald's views on the Christian faith have been compared to Christian philosopher Kierkegaard and John Henry Newman. Who the fuck is John Henry Newman? A Catholic theologian? An Anglican priest. Interesting. While judging on the last comic standing, MacDonald criticized a contestant for a joke about the Harry Potter books in the Bible, saying, "I think if you're going to take on an entire religion, you should at least know what you're talking about." He pointed out that J.K. Rowling was a Christian who once said, "If you were familiar with the scriptures, you could easily guess the ending of my book." Love it. Love it. Keep the Christians alive. We're going to continue to rescue. We're going to continue to salvage. Salvage. I need to adjust. Thank you for listening, Doctor. I appreciate your patience. Do you have any questions for me, Doctor? Dr. Zier? He did WTF with Mark Maron. Who else has done WTF with Mark Maron? Apparently, Obama has done it twice. Apparently, Barack Obama has done it twice now. And in Barack Obama's first appearance on WTF, he admits that Louis C.K. is one of his favorite comedians. At a time when there was material out in the public, at a time, so the first black president says this white Mexican Jew is one of his favorite comedians, at a time when all of his known material included phrases uttering the word nigger and faggot and cunt. In fact, I shall quote Louis C.K. I shall quote, and he said, "Don't hide, if you're going to use the N-word, don't hide behind the first letter like a faggot. Just say nigger, you stupid cunt." End quote. End quote. Barack Obama's favorite comedian, Louis C.K. Quote. Yeah, take that to your ass, you fucking ticket and stick your brain. Well, what are we gonna be? He must not be on my side. No, you're a stupid fucking faggot commie. That's what you are. You fucking child. Illness and death, sorry. He was diagnosed with multiple myeloma. He didn't tell anybody. He died. And then his legacy. Jon Stewart, nothing special. I didn't know this. He was posthumously nominated for 3 Emmy Awards for his last special. And following O.J. Simpson's death, MacDonald's regular Saturday Night Live jokes about Simpson's trial were shared across the internet. Love it. Yeah, love it. You gotta fucking love it. What do I love about it? Well, the very first one is this one. I'm gonna hopefully in the name of the good Lord.
Pastor of the Westboro Baptist Church. When I didn't see the word Jackson, talk three of his best buds on his front lawn. I think it shows solidarity. I think it shows solidarity. Sorry, next one. What are you afraid of? Next one here, it says, Chipotle has canceled its planned sponsorship of Utah Boy Scout event due to the BSA's ban on gay leaders and scouts. Ironic how an all-male anti-gay organization would want to put hot, big loads of beef and sour cream in their mouths. Okay. We get the idea. You hate gay guys.
See, here's the thing.
Asshole.
What I'm getting to is what I'm getting. Why am I not just playing the video? Because it was removed from the internet. It was removed from the internet. This video that this man is reacting to was removed from the internet. I shared it repeatedly before it was removed. I may have gotten it removed because of my insistence on everybody watching it. This is the genius of NormMacdonald. He did a show on the internet, NormMacdonald live podcast, blah blah blah, whatever. He had all the best people. How did he get all the best people? I don't know. Who gave him money? Was it money? Or was it favors? Was it favors? Oh, by the way, I should, before continuing, I want to finish off the, I want to finish off the, book. Are you fucking kidding me? Why is the Wikipedia page not fucking mentioned? There we go. They call it a comic. They call it a comic novel, not a memoir. Based on a true story is not a memoir, so it doesn't have its own Wikipedia page. Damn it. Well, I just want to show. I don't know why. I don't know why this is important. I think it leads to something. "20 frames a second, 17 frames a second." So he's this figure. Norm Macdonald was this guy everybody knew, but he was never. It's almost like he never took the contract with the devil. If that's, it's almost as though he did and he reneged on it and was like suffered the consequences or something. I mean, you die at 61, you've lived a life. You managed to get away from it. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I guarantee you though that on some fucking level, someone somewhere is making decisions as to who gets to sign up to be famous. And it might be Satan himself. I don't know. But Norm Macdonald was not, like, he's one of Adam Sandler's best buds. Never roast. I mean, how many people in Adam Sandler's films, of which Norm Macdonald was one, also had their own, like, really successful side things going on? What I find interesting, in particular, is the foreword. Who did the foreword on this book? And I'm just going to show the image. It's interesting. It's interesting. Why are these things interesting? You fucking cunt. Why am I having trouble? Why are you cussing? Why am I having so much trouble? Why are you cussing? You can't fucking read it. Forward by Louis C.K., whoever that is. Isn't that interesting? What a tiny, tiny picture. 182 by 277 pixels. But you can still see it. See? See, guys? It's a picture that is 182 by 277 pixels. And you can still make it out. Norm Macdonald, New York Times bestseller, based on a true story. It says not a memoir. It says, what does it says? Does it say not a memoir? And it's just like barely. Oh, that would be so smart if that's what he did. Anyway. What's he doing here? What's he doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. So I'm sorry you have to look at this guy's fucking face. Sorry, and I do apologize. Why does he have 3.5 thousand views? Rustic Flow. Because there's probably a small enclave of people who know what this video is and why it was removed from the internet, and why even this guy with his 3.5 thousand views has a Wikipedia fucking footnote to keep in mind what the Shoah is, what Shoah means. Okay. Let's go. In fact, I'm just going to flash forward. Why is there a fucking...
I guess I'm an asshole.
I wish I could shut him up. I can't.
Look at his face.
I wish I could. Shut the fuck up.
You're gonna get in trouble with this kind of stuff. Yeah, I thought they were... I mean, you know what I mean? Gay people, it's funny when I see it, like on TV, a guy, how out of touch are you? Not him, but him too.
The point of this whole compilation, which was originally the video itself in the lower left corner here, was removed from Norm Macdonald's official YouTube channel called I'm Not Norm. That's him and his people managing that YouTube channel. You can look it up. It's still all Norm Macdonald on there. The only thing you won't find is this specific video. Why? If it's just jokes.
Pretend you're not against them. Like, don't you understand?
And sorry, I should have said, and you can't see it. A racist, a homophobe, and a Holocaust denier walk into a bar. That was the name. The name of the video was a racist, a homophobe, and a Holocaust denier. A racist, a homophobe, and a Holocaust denier. All jokes involving those things.
Doesn't tell you that. Well, you tell me that all day. How I'm just like all gay people. People are the same as no. You mean you always tell me specifically how I think you're just calling me gay. It's one of the. It's not an insult. No, I didn't mean it. Why would being gay be an insult? No, I love gay people. Yeah, I know. Well, my family comes from Russia. They're Russian Jews. Russian Jews, if you want to like it. One of the biggest anti-Semites I've ever met. Ran away from me. I had a bar mitzvah. What? I had a bar mitzvah, Norm. Yeah. You did? What, are you Jewish? Yes. No, I'm kidding. I love it. I love the Jewish people. Yeah. He's a half a Jew and a half a self-hating Jew. That's full anti-Semite. An anti-Semite, yeah. He's a half a proud Jew and half a virulent anti-Semite. So he's conflicted. He's a virulent anti-Semite. That's come out on the show. But there's never anything about virulent. Well, he's a Holocaust denier.
David Spade.
You're very good friends with.
Stop laughing, you fucking idiot.
Author. He reads constantly. Yeah, I'm not friends with David Irving. Do you know that he is a revisionist? Oh, you're a revisionist? Well, he's a denier.
Okay, David Irving. So he brings on all these people, and then this guest, I don't know who this guy is, but he knows who David Irving is. How many people know who David Irving even is? And he comments on the fact. He's like, this guy's a friend of David Irving. He's a fucking man around.
Holocaust. But you've never read David Irving because he said he's too smart. And I tell him, well, David Irving would be your biggest ally. Yeah, instead of these morons. You knew David Irving instantly when I said it. You're his best friend. He's Jewish. Are you Jewish? Yeah. Okay, then you'll get it. Oh, okay. Okay, half Jewish. Full Jewish. All right, then. But you're young, so you might not get it. Okay, so here's the joke. Holocaust denier. Also, I'm not going to hold that against you.
Jerry Seinfeld, Roseanne.
Some people just think they're
No.
Are you anti-capital punishment or something?
No, I'm pro-capital punishment, but this guy started talking numbers and deaths. Be careful, because it always gets back to the Holocaust. What? What do you mean when you say strict of everything? Don't.
Sorry, I had to pause this because Norm constantly shitting on him. No,
Shut up. I don't care.
free joke.
Shut the fuck up.
Sing something.
Shut up.
Holocaust. What? What do you mean when you say strict of everything? Don't start this again. Please don't start this again. I never believe in the whatever. I never got to go to camp. I never went to camp when I was a kid. Is that a good subject?
That's how good.
He doesn't believe that the Holocaust.
He doesn't believe the Holocaust happened. Bob Saget's like, oh shit. Bob Saget is like, I swear to God, he trolled these people into showing up just so he could have these fucking jokes. Just so he could make everyone who's in on the joke about the Holocaust. And everyone who's in on it and knows the truth, like, or whatever, a version of the truth. So he could fuck with them and make them uncomfortable. So Bob Saget's like, rest his soul, is like, he's like, hey, let's change the subject. Because he knows is hot water.
Do you not believe that? I had a bar mitzvah again. Why would you have a bar mitzvah if you didn't believe the Holocaust? Jesus, I'm surprised this guy's still on the air. He's a Holocaust denier. Oh, well, I have another one for you tonight. Sort of really bad. He's a revisionist. Holocaust. tonight. Wow, you feel better. I'm just saying, is it? Are you or not? I had a bar mitzvah.
Tim Allen?
Yeah, I had a bar mitzvah. I'm full Jew. What do you think about guys like this, though? This guy? Yeah. He seems to comes around. This is his little joke against the poor masses that came out of the chimney. Being from Manchester, this has nothing to do with the Holocaust. I didn't bring up the Holocaust. You did. And then you sort of beef and he said, I didn't bring up the Holocaust. I normally did by mistake. I know what a Passover Seder is, but the worst Passover Seder is when you're there and this guy is talking about the smokestacks of Birkenau. And not being bring that up at Pesach. There's no way I would bring that up at Pesach. You can't ignore it. You know this fucker when he starts talking about the smokestacks at Auschwitz and how the shadows don't and couldn't make sense and all this shit. Oh my God, the Holocaust really interested me. You can't do it, Norm. I ignore this motherfucker. He said, how could there be poison, a poison gas? I don't know much about the Holocaust, but what they have inside the two of you together just to really give me a great homage to that whole talk. Inside the gas chambers, they put a certain type of gas. Zyklon. Gas. Now,
Okay. The official video on the official Norm Macdonald web YouTube page inserts these slides. This one, you can't see it, but it explains that Zyklon B was for killing lice. It was for delousing. It's an insecticide.
Guards would open the door and get the Zyklon all over their hand and die also. How would that not happen? It was a sub-door. But he had another thing. I don't want to make pretend we're something. He said when the Allied planes came over, they have pictures apparently of the smokestacks, and he said the smokestacks drop a shadow. The smokestacks that we all know speed out the sad remains of human souls that once had dreams and once loved.
Again, another slide about the crematoria.
He says it's all a bunch of horseshit. He tells me this.
And he does it again and again and again.
And seeing Norm.
Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. So Norm Macdonald makes a bunch of jokes about denying the Holocaust. Amazing. He's not having it. He is not having it. So if you're familiar with 4chan, you know the frog, lizard people. The frog is a cartoon. Pepe the Frog is a cartoon concept that was stolen. And it was blamed as it was attributed with having association with white supremacists, which whatever. What it really is just people who don't go along with bullshit. Like myself. You go on 4chan, you find your Pepes. You find your Pepes on 4chan, and you appreciate them for what they are. And there are three versions of Pepe. You have the cavalier, business, serious, more I guess mature Pepe. You have the original Pepe, and which it was the one that was stolen from the Feels Good Man people. And then you have Apu, which is the younger Pepe, who is like a cute little frog. Anyway, sorry for explaining all this internet culture shit. It's important because they're using the troll. And this one right here, the name of this is Norm Macdonald silently trolls the View, and he does, and he's done this twice, by the way. Actually, I'm gonna go with the first one. No, I'm going to just do this one. I'll mention what that middle one is real quick. The original view with Barbara Walters. If you go watch it, he has he's a truly defiant, rebellious character. That's why he's so nominated for sainthood. A true rebel in the den of the dragon, saying to their face, "Fuck you," and they don't even know it. In the late 90s, he was invited on The View to apologize for something, and he made it even worse. He said something about, get the murderers out of the White House. Bill Clinton murdered a guy. And Barbara Walters and whoever else were like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. You shut up, don't make allegations like that. Scared little fucking pussies. He's like, well, what are you talking about? And here's him doing it again, going on to apologize for something he said.
Well, you kind of lose me when you imply that the hardship that your friend Louis C.K. is a friend of mine too, really. I know him a long time. That the hardship that he went through is equal to the hardship that the victims went through. That doesn't compute.
No, it's not
Can
true.
you explain yourself a little bit?
Yeah.
You went on the Howard Stern show yesterday to apologize, and you ended up making it worse because you said you'd have to have Down syndrome not to feel sorry for the victims.
It's a trouble, NormMacdonald.
Did you realize in that moment that probably
I
offended
realized at that moment that I'd done something unforgivable.
Yeah. Right. I mean, you know.
Now are you thinking twice before everything gets out of your mouth?
He always thinks that way.
This is how he's a slow talk.
He's a talk like that.
I was like, reporters always ask you, like, what's offensive? Is anything over the line? And I personally think almost everything is over the line.
They like you to be edgy, and then when you are, you get hurt for it. But, you know, comedians.
So I will say the remark I made about people with Down syndrome was terrible thing for me to say.
Oh, we all have to think very.
So he's making stealth jokes. Stealth. He is stealthily trolling them to their fucking face by popping a mint or whatever, a pill, every time he says something that is totally insincere, that he would never. He doesn't believe it at all. But it's an opportunity for whatever. All press is good press, according to Adolf Hitler. But that in particular is not. And this is what. Maybe I could just go on here. That in particular is not, because he continued that material. He's like, I shouldn't stop saying retarded. But when I say Down syndrome, I don't want people thinking I'm a doctor. and up until, rare, final, NormMacdonald set. The one I have on my listening device, I listen to it on a regular because it's so good. Explains genocide. No. This might be it. This guy says, I was cleaning up my old files on my MacBook and I found this MP3 file labeled 3/7/2020. I completely forgot I had this and I hadn't listened to it in more than 5 years. My stand-up comic friend, Matt Bell, recorded the set that night and sent it to me since I couldn't make it. Luckily, I got to see Norm perform twice in 2019, and I posted one of those sets to YouTube already for people to enjoy. Norm did 2 shows at the Irvine Improv the night of March 7th, 2020. I think this was the second set, and this was, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but the important thing is it's COVID. Right as COVID. Okay, so Saint MacDonald, okay? Saint MacDonald had a farm. He joked about COVID while it was happening in your face because you're a bunch of losers. And I hope to find it just to prove, but what I'm looking for is a joke where he says, I think I'm dying of fucking blah blah blah. I think I got something. I'm more virus than host is what the doctor told me. Just making joke after joke about COVID. And he says, man, I'm afraid something might happen to me. If only I couldn't read or watch the TV. And it's so subtle and nobody laughs. It's a subtle, it's like if only I couldn't read or watch the TV. So Norm Macdonald himself telling you this is a fucking psyop as it's beginning on March 7, 2020. Let's see if we can find it.
That announcer, right? Everything's fast, so fast. It's like, well, anyways, today, 330, 250 people. Me, I still feel good. I believe it. And it's fun to wash your hands. It fucking takes an hour, you know, ABC. What the? So sad. I don't know, man. I went to my doctor and he told me, it sounds medical gobbledygook. He said I'm more host than virus. More virus than host. More virus than host. That's how it went. But it was nice of you guys to come out. Kind of retarded, but it's very kind, you know, but you probably end up with something. Besides strangers, I mean, you think that's going to work? She's got one Kleenex. This will stop the pandemic.
Can I get it?
When and how you're going to die. Which we all know now. And it's good you came out because, like, 2 weeks from now, none of us will exist. So that's interesting. You know, I swear to God, we're driving and the fucking news keeps coming. It's like, and they said, like, Ariana Grande canceled her performance in Southwest. Oh, day off, everybody can. Southwest canceled. That's what the guy said. I'm not even making it up. And I should have made it up, but it was funny. Fiction is stranger than truth, I always find.
So it's a set he's doing, clearly, in the middle of COVID, the fucking beginning of the insanity, the very beginning. And don't forget, fucking remember what you did, what you fucking did to cause the insanity, to participate in the insanity. He's making jokes as everyone's losing their fucking mind. And there's on record video of everybody losing their mind on the internet. You can go back and watch it right now. Just go back and watch yourself chugging beers, Kansas City. How many of you were like, oh, gee, oh. I wish I would have fucking saved some of those fucking streams. Jesus Christ. People lost their fucking minds. And it is some kind of bizarre, some sort of insane. It's like the privilege of the insane. The privilege of the broken-minded to accuse anybody else of having gone insane. It is some kind of fiat privilege that they enjoy. Because the fact is that everybody went crazy. That is the fact. And everybody misbehaved. Everybody was traumatized.
I put my hands so close to my fucking face. But listen, you guys don't work because you're young and fit. I'm old, and then I'm in the high-risk group, you know what I mean? Like I go to the doctor, I go, oh, I got a cough. He goes, you can go home, it's cool. You want to test me? Nah. We don't really like testing you for something there's no cure for. You just go home and self-quarantine. That's a good fucking... I'll get rid of it quick. We just all go home and die. What the fuck? What kind of a fucking thing is that? That's the best they come up with? But they're trying to figure it out. They're, Big Pharma doesn't seem so evil right now, I'll tell you that. But they came out with some fucking... How much it cost? $500 a pill. Give me everything you got. Because I'm tired of eating spam. Anyways, other guys, it doesn't really matter that much. When you get old, you worry more, you know what I mean? It's not that's what I know about.
Oh man, I'm not going to be able to find it.
No, don't worry, it's because I did a lot of cocaine. I'm going to doctors that, like, I said, how come you just pick 35 eggs? I said, yeah, well, did you just see my RAM number?
Yeah, I'm not going to find it. It would take too long to find it. But if you go find that on YouTube and listen to the whole thing, there's a point at which you will find him making that joke. What joke? It's a joke where he says, because he's joking about the ridiculousness of the COVID-19 pandemic psyop as it is beginning to happen. Having lived a righteous 30, who knows, years on this planet, having seen the trickery, having seen all the trickery and all the fuckery, all the glowing rectangle horse shit that has fucked the American and the world's mind. Horse fuck shit fuck ass piss bitch fuck shit that has been fucking your ears and your eyes forever because you're addicted to a drug. I realized something else. I realized something else about I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone. The only time I'm looking at a screen is like maybe 2 hours a day, 2 or 3 hours a day of looking at it, and of not ever looking at one otherwise, ever. And there's got to be something else going on there with, like, even if you, let's say, don't spend that much time on your phone, do you have one? And do you pull it out and put it to your face? Do you have a phone? And do you hold it to your eyes and look at it for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute here and there, 2 minutes, 5 minutes here and there, all throughout the day? You live in, then if that's the case, you live in an entirely different world than from me, completely. I do not have that. And I don't have whatever fucking micro-technologies inside of that being beamed at my fucking face. So, think about that. Think about it. But that joke, he's making fun of the whole COVID psyop. He's like, oh, jeez, I hope I don't die. I'm gonna have to kill my kid. And fucking, I'll put a shotgun shell in his belly. But then there's just this one little, you look for it. There's one little, because he makes the joke. He makes those jokes throughout the whole set, because he's doing a set. If you don't know how stand-up comedy works, a set is an hour of jokes, right? Or whatever. 45 minutes, 30 minutes, whoever. Fucking whatever. That's a set. I have these jokes. I perform. It's performative. And he's doing his set. But the whole time he's like, in the back of his mind, he's like, there's a pandemic, allegedly, fucking, and so he keeps making throughout the entire hour. So another fucking joke will creep up, like, ha. And on one of the times where he makes a little ha, like I shouldn't be making these jokes when we're all gonna die tomorrow. He very subtly, he says, if only I couldn't read or watch TV. Which is the perfect fucking statement. It's the perfect example of, yeah, this is PSYOP, television level, Donald level, horse shit. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's my speculation. How would I know this? Pattern recognition. And I'm gonna end with it. I'll end with it. First I'll type. Let's talk to a robot. See if a robot knows. I doubt it. I very much doubt it. So Norm Macdonald, being the genius that he was, if you read his book or listen to his book, he has a ghost writer. There's a ghost writer in the book playing along in the audio recording even. And I don't know how it works in text. I actually want to get a copy of the book so I can look at how it's done text-wise. But there's a part of the whole memoir, not a memoir, based on a true story, Norm Macdonald joke book, is that there's a ghostwriter who hates Norm Macdonald writing about Norm Macdonald's life, and it's fucking hilarious. But how can someone he's not an A-lister. He's like not a lister at all. But he got all Bob Saget, Roseanne, he got all those people to come on his internet. All those people to come onto his internet podcast. So he could slip in jokes about the Holocaust. Norm Macdonald was a ghost writer. Let's just see what GPT-4 says. Was not primarily known as a ghostwriter, but he did have a diverse career as a comedian, blah, 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 blah. However, he did write a memoir titled Based on True Story, which is often noted for its autobiographical elements, and is presented in a humorous and fictionalized manner. Yeah, it is not public knowledge. I am with, I would say, a degree of certainty that rivals the degree of certainty that I have about the gang suckers from the CIA employed by gangster fucking mafia walking around here. That Norm Macdonald was not just a ghostwriter, but that he was a ghostwriter for famous comedians. And that perhaps a lot of, like Louis C.K., and that perhaps a substantial amount of really good bits that are known to be the bits procured by famous comedians were actually written by NormMacdonald. That is my wager. I have nothing to wager, but I've got a hunch, and I wish somebody could tell me if my hunch was right. There's just no way to know. There's no fucking way. The only people who could possibly know whether or not Norm Macdonald was a ghostwriter for famous comedians like Louis C.K. The only people who could know or would know are people like Louis C.K. and nobody else. Well, and God, I would say. God and people for whom revelations are made. I don't know. But it's been an hour here, and I've got to go now. I've got to take a shit.